This is probably one of the strangest militant groups in the United States that you've probably never heard of. Introducing the White Rabbit Militia, or if you want their full name, the White Rabbit 3% Illinois Patriot Freedom Fighters Militia. This was a right wing nationalist paramilitary group formed in 2017 by Michael Harry. It was based in Clarence, Illinois, a small town of under 100 people. Four other men joined Harry: Michael McWhorter, Ellis Mack, Joe Morris, and Wesley Johnson. Almost immediately after the group's formation, they carried out their first attack. On August 5th, 2017, the group threw a bomb into the Dar al Farouk Islamic Center in Bloomington, Minnesota. The bomb exploded and caused extensive damage, but no one was injured. The attack was intended to scare Muslims. Harry also began to post YouTube videos to promote the group's ideology, which included anti-communist and anti-immigrant sentiment. They also published a book called the White Rabbit Handbook, which outlined their worldview. Their next attack took place on November 7th, 2017. Militants threw a firebomb into the Women's Health Practice Clinic, which provided abortions, in Champaign, Illinois. The device failed to detonate, and the failed attack would lead to the FBI zeroing in on the group. The White Rabbits then turned their attention to fundraising. First, they robbed two Illinois Walmarts in December 2017. They also attempted to rob a drug dealer in Indiana around the same time. A month later, in January 2018, the group was behind a bizarre extortion plot where they bombed a railroad track belonging to the Canadian National Railway in Effingham, Illinois. They then sent the company an email demanding $190,000 in Bitcoin or the attacks would continue. It is unknown if the company ever responded. In February of that same year, the White Rabbits were behind another strange plot. This time, they planted bombs and bomb-making materials on the property of someone set to testify against Harry in a July 2017 assault case. They then submitted an anonymous tip to the FBI to try and get the individual in trouble. The FBI executed a search warrant and found the devices, but this ended up backfiring on the militants, who began fearing that the FBI would find their weapons cache. When they did, the militants fled into the woods. While on the run, they made several videos calling for support from other militia groups, but the call went unanswered. In March 2018, all of the group's members were arrested after McWhorter told the FBI of the group's involvement in the mosque attack. Harry would receive 53 years in prison, while the other militants would receive sentences ranging from 3.5 to 15 years. In another strange twist, Harry later transitioned to being a woman and is now known as Emily Harry. Her defense attorney claimed that her internal conflict over being transgender led her to lead a double life as a right-wing militia leader. If you found this interesting, follow for more stories of America's underground.